Hello guys, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. This is Negacious. And last time we played through the prologue where our character got a heart attack and he was diagnosed with arrhythmia. And after a little bit of debate with his doctor and or cardiologist and his own parents, or Hisao's I should say, because Hisao is the main character's name, he was eventually admitted to Yamano Academy, I think. Yamana, that's how you say it. Which is a school for disabled kids, and we are right now at the very gate of that school. So let's go in, and let's continue. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron and grey plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamano Academy. Yamaku. That's it. Yamaku. That's a hard word to remember. Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. I think, is that a legit picture? Or just painted? Or drawn? I don't know, I can't actually... I think that might be just drawn. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school should have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees, and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now, it's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the Haughty main building. Haughty? That's a random word. Main building. I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life, I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Ooh, this actually looks kinda cool. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. That's not a bad posture. Tall man. Oh god, what kind of... He looks kinda cool. You must be Niki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Moto. Moto? Moto, yeah. Welcome. We exchanged a handshake that's neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh? Should I go later? Yes, afternoon's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third floor down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Wait, is this another kappa? Moto opens the door and enters. Good morning everyone, sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip! This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. Ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. There are like injuries. I don't see anything because I was expecting some kind of fucked up shit because this is for like disabled kids. Everything looks pretty normal so far. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? Well, that's a that's a given. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. Wait, was there that kinda? I didn't see that. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. They look like a cool bunch. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. Oh, is that the girl on the left there? She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. Yeah, those two, okay. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. I already forgot how I did the teacher's voice. God dang it. He claps his hands and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. Wait, is that the one on the right? Oh god, I didn't even notice. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for its applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that? My hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that? I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Jesus. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Oh. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to do some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? I think that kinda... yeah, I think... God, the Hisao and the Moto sound so similar in... Yeah, it's fine with me, even though I'm talking with my normal voice as Hisao. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class rep. Or representative. I just like calling her rep. Easier that way. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi's right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Oh, it's the pink-haired girl. Okay. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes wavs her hand at me. I take a seat next to her, by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but... I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. Oh! This is Hakamichi. Shit-chan! Ah, it's... okay. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. Let me just lower them. The music just a tiny bit. And the SFX too. No, the effect... yeah. Because the music is really loud for me, so... I'm sorry. Okay, let's raise it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this whole time, she nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, a dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Okay. What? She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures, Jesus, with her hands. What? Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you?" I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shichan. Shichan is deaf. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Because sign language. So I'm the person who translates things back and forth to her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. I need to slow down my reading. ... You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be able to be standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know who would be here today. So you, so soon. Hichan. Hichan? Hichan, right? Hichan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? God dang it. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Look at her. All proud. Maybe I should just start making like noises and like humming for her. Yeah, you look just like Hichan. Like Hichan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands in a blur. Oh, Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Hichan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. That's really like that's nice that the deaf the deaf girl is the class rep. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Familiarize ? Misha stumbles with a hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before... Okay. Where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shichan? Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I didn't say anything, and Misha signed something that ends with a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? That's actually hurting my throat. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I'm just gonna talk normally, like with a little modified with my voice. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wah! Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Shichan something so normal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. Shichan. I like that nickname. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yep. Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shichan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too. Shizune glared at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class. Despite our late start, Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Din, 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 din. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. That painting at the back wall is extremely disturbing. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Moto, down to the bottom floor. Oh, cool! That's a nice cafeteria. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern, in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open up to the courtyard, towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! That it is. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. So I think I got everything I need to know. Ask about the library or ask about Shizune's deafness. I think that asking about her deafness might be kind of, I don't know, like we literally met like 10 minutes ago. Well, yeah, but like an hour ago because there was a class. But I kind of want to hear about her deafness. Let's ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that she makes it clear she didn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's on the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Just sign language. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking secret girl stuff or something. That'd make me like anxious if they were just going like full sign language and I wouldn't understand anything. I would pop from curiosity. ... I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Oh, what the... Ow, what the hell is on her face? And her hand as well, is it? Ah, are those burns? Oh Jesus, she looks kind of like a Shoujo though. She's really pretty. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over slumped over her desk at the last row. Ah. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can just feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting in the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. That's so familiar, oh my god. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Yay! School day's over! Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. Outside. We joined the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There are a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all of the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. Oh, that's cool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Well, yeah, naturally. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Okay, I think that's where we're gonna cut off for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Katawa Shoujo. We got kinda like lots of stuff done. Got the story underway a little bit. I really like the game so far. I like both Misha and Shizune. The girl with like supposed burn scars on her face and like actually the entire right side of her body. I kind of want to know like what her story is and like all of the characters, because like the concept is just amazing. But yeah, thank you for watching this episode of Katawa Shoujo. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, subscribe, and share the video and love around. This has been Negacious, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.